Hello for life. Welcome back as we begin a new series, this time talking about products that support eye health. Now before we get into the individual products, I want to take a minute to kind of walk you through some of the anatomy and physiology of your eye. Now we'll kind of start on the outside and work our way in. So the most outer layer is the cornea, and that basically maintains the shape of your eye. And the shape is important as that also changes the way that the light is focused in the back of your eye. Beyond that, you have the iris, and that's the color in your eye, whether you're blue or brown eyes, that's your iris you're actually looking at there. And its job is to control the amount of light going into your eye. So as you go from a dark environment out into the light, it's going to constrict and close up a little bit so less light is going in, and then the opposite, as you go back into a dark environment, it'll dilate, again trying to let in as much light as possible. That all goes into the lens, and just like a pair of glasses or contact, the lens is there to focus that image and give you a nice, sharp, clear image. Now the lens needs to be pliable so that it can flex back and forth, and also needs to be clear so there's no obstruction to that light hitting the back of your eye where it can be perceived. And so helping to maintain a good health of the lens means both maintaining its clarity and kind of that flexibility so that it can move and focus that light. You also have a little bit of a fluid pocket that sits right behind the lens between it and the retina, which is the back of your eye, and that there is to help, again, maintain the shape of the eye and also aids a little bit in terms of that focusing and how the light is perceived in the back of them. So the back of your eye is what's called the retina. It's actually a dark purple tissue, which main job there is to actually receive those light signals and translate it from photons and energy into nerve signals, which you can then process and perceive as shapes and colors and the amount of light. You have two different types of receptors that sit back there. You have a set of color receptors and a set of other ones that are basically there just to look at light and dark. So some of them, those are more involved in nighttime vision, where your color ones are there in the daytime so that you can see all of the different colors and shades of the rainbow. You have a section of that retina called the fovea, which is a little depression there where most of your visual information is received. You also have kind of the layer around that is called the macula, and that is there again to kind of help with the receptors and the shape of the eye and some of the other functions that the eye has. All that information that is received back there in those back layers is then funneled through the optic nerve to your brain. And that's how you then perceive those colors and shapes and the movement that your eyes see. So that kind of gives you a really brief rundown of the structures and functions of your eye. And as we go through the rest of these products over the next couple of weeks, we'll talk about some of those structures specifically and how they're supported by these products. So with that, we'll give Shane some time here to talk about why we have Right Start included in this series.
As with everything, our products are designed around the idea that Right Start is kind of the center. So it has, obviously, a whole bunch of different items within it. You'll notice that within here you have everything from TF Plus to BioEFA, which are essential fatty acids, to all your vitamins and minerals that you need to keep your body running well, as well as some antioxidants and then some men's and women's specific ingredients. We typically recommend that you take Right Start each and every day, and then you add other products as you feel you need them. One of the beautiful things about Right Start is it also has a number of ingredients you need for the benefits of eye health. So it has things like lutein and zeaxanthin from marigolds. It also has vitamins A, C, and E, which are antioxidants, and then a number of botanical antioxidants that help support the eyes. You'll notice the eyes are an amazing organ in that they can process information, and they're closely linked to the brain. But also, you've noticed if you ever get kind of a scratch in your eye, that eye recovers rather quickly, and that's because of the state of the organ that it's in. Right? It has that different fluid in it, and so it's a very fluid aspect, and so it heals rather quickly. So the beautiful thing about Right Start is that as you take this each and every day, you support those different organs within your body each and every day. So you can see why Right Start is a critical, important product to take each and every day. So we'll come back next week and we'll talk about essential fatty acids, BioEFA, that are contained within Right Start, as well as a separate bottle to talk about how that interacts with your eye and the benefits to eye health. So we'll see you next week. Make sure you tune back in.
See you next week.